Hello and welcome. Today let's learn how to record in Tally import purchase of goods under GST. We'll go through the complete process starting from accounting purchase invoice from the foreign vendor, recording payment of customs duty, accounting charges of customs clearance by the CHA, that is Customs House Agent, to understanding how to create GST liability as well as to avail input tax credit. Then we'll see how all these transactions, particularly input tax credit, would appear in your GSTR 3B. In the end, we'll also understand how all these transactions would help us automatically compute cost of goods imported so that we can fetch this information to create inventory vouchers like manufacturing journal, etc. If you would like to know how to create manufacturing journal voucher in Tally, you may consider watching my earlier video, the link in the top right corner. Now back to the topic. Let's say you have imported iPhones for resale, quantity 10 numbers, price per phone is $999. Let's assume freight and insurance charges per phone would be $15. So total price per phone would be $1014. Let's say the name of the supplier is ABC Inc. USA. Let's now understand what are the duties and taxes that would apply on iPhones. First, basic customs duty at 20%. Then social welfare surcharge on basic customs duty at 10%. IGST at 18%. Let's say the rate of exchange would be 76.05 rupees per dollar. Let's say DHL is your CHA and DHL would charge you customs clearance charges of rupees 5,000 plus GST at 18%. In this video, let's see how to account these transactions in Tally. But before we begin, if you haven't already, do consider to subscribe to my channel for more videos on Tally, GST, income tax, etc. Let's see what is the process involved. First, initial configuration, then creation of purchase voucher, then payment of customs duty. After that, we will see how to create GST liability and avail input tax credit. Then we'll understand accounting of CHA charges. Then we'll view input tax credit in your GSTR 3B. And in the end, we will see what is the cost per phone that is automatically computed in Tally. In the initial configuration, we have two steps. First, we have to create currency. Then we need to configure rate of exchange. To create currency, which is US dollar here, let's navigate to Tally. From gateway of Tally, select Create, Currency, Create New. In the symbol field, enter the currency. Here I have entered dollar. Formal name is US dollar. ISO currency code is USD. Number of decimal places is set as 2. Show amount in millions is set to no. If you would like to show the amount in million, you can select yes. Suffix symbol to amount is set as no. If you would like to suffix dollar to the amount, you can select yes. Add space between amount and symbol is set to no. Word representing amount after decimal is left blank. Number of decimal places for amount in words is set to 2. Press yes and accept. Now let's configure the rate of exchange. From the master creation screen, select rates of exchange. In the date for rate of exchange, enter the date. Here I have entered 1st March 2022. In the buying rate section, under specified rate column, specify the rate of exchange. Here I have specified 76.05. Press enter and accept. Now we have to create the purchase voucher. First, let's recall the transaction. You can create purchase voucher on the basis of invoice from your foreign vendor. Price per phone here would be $1014. Quantity is 10 numbers. So CIF value for 10 numbers would be $10,140. Equivalent value in rupee, that is assessable value, would be 7,71,147. Let's create this purchase voucher in Tally. From main screen of Tally, select vouchers, click on purchase, then click on change mode and select item invoice. Click on date and enter the voucher date. Here I have entered 1st March 2022. Enter supplier invoice number. Enter date of invoice. Here, for the sake of simplicity, I have selected the same date. In the party account name, select the name of the vendor. Here it is ABC Inc. USA. Let's see how this account is configured. Press Ctrl Enter. ABC Inc. USA is grouped under sundry creditors. Let's say the state is California in United States of America. Click on More Details, Currency of Ledger, select US dollar and press Enter. Press Yes to accept. In the receipt details screen, you may enter receipt note details including details of dispatch. Here I have selected not applicable. Press Enter. Accept party details. Select purchase ledger. Here I have selected purchase imports at 18%. Select name of the item. Here I have selected iPhone. Select the tracking number if any. Here I have selected not applicable. Enter the quantity. In the rate field, enter dollar followed by the rate. Here it is $1014. Press Enter. Amount is automatically calculated. Press Enter and accept rate of exchange, which is automatically displayed. Press Enter and select End of List. Press Enter. In the tax classification details, enter the taxable value. Taxable value is the sum of assessable value, basic customs duty and social welfare surcharge. Press Enter. Select Yes in the Provide GST Details section. Enter bill of entry number. Enter date of bill of entry. Select the port code. Here I have selected INBLR4, Bangalore. Equivalent amount in rupee is automatically calculated. Press Enter and enter the narration if you would like to. Press Enter and accept. Let's now see how to record payment of customs duty. First, let's compute the customs duty. To create this voucher, you can refer to bill of entry. We have already calculated assessable value, which is 7.71 lakh here. Then basic customs duty would apply at 20% on assessable value. After that, social welfare surcharge at 10% on basic customs duty. So total of basic customs duty and social welfare surcharge would be about 1.69 lakh. To this, IGST at 18% on assessable value plus basic customs duty plus social welfare surcharge would apply. So the total customs duty would be about 3.39 lakh. To record this payment in Tally, let's navigate to Tally. From Gateway of Tally, select Vouchers, click on Payment and enter the date of payment. Here, for the sake of simplicity, I am not changing the date. In the account field, select name of the bank from which you have made the payment of customs duty. Here I have selected State Bank of India. In the particular section, select Customs Duty. Let's see how this account is configured. Press Ctrl Enter. This is grouped under purchase accounts. Type of ledger is set to not applicable. Method of appropriation in purchase invoice is set to appropriate by value. Select not applicable in the field is GST applicable. Press Yes and accept. Select name of the item. Here I have selected smartphone iPhone 13. Select the tracking number if any. Here I have selected not applicable. Leave the quantity field blank. In the amount field, enter the amount. This is the total of basic customs duty and social welfare surcharge. Press Enter and select End of List. Press Enter once again. Select name of the tax ledger, that is integrated GST here, and enter the amount of GST. In the bank allocation screen, select transaction type. Here I have selected e-fund transfer. Enter other relevant information and press Enter. Enter narration if you wish to. Press Yes and accept creation of payment voucher. Now let's understand how to create GST liability. From voucher creation screen, click on Journal, select Stat Adjustment. In the type of duty or tax, select GST. Nature of adjustment would be increase of tax liability. In the additional details field, select import of goods. In the particulars field, select tax on imports. Let's see how this account is configured. Press Ctrl Enter. This is grouped under current assets. Method of appropriation in purchase invoice is set to not applicable. Include in assessable value calculation for is set to not applicable. Press Yes and accept. In the debit field, enter the amount of IGST. Here it is 1,69,344. In the credit field, select integrated GST. Enter 18% in rate field. Taxable value would be sum of assessable value, basic customs duty and social welfare surcharge. Enter the narration. Press yes to accept. Let's now find out how to record input tax credit of IGST that has been paid. From Journal Voucher Creation screen, click on Stat Adjustment. Select GST in the field Type of Duty or Tax. Nature of Adjustment, Increase of Input Tax Credit. Additional details would be Import of Goods. In the particular section, select Integrated Tax. Enter 18% in the rate field. Enter Taxable Value. Enter the amount of IGST. In the credit field, select Tax on Imports and enter the amount. In the section Provide GST Details, select Yes. In the period from section, select beginning of the month. Here it is 1st March 2022. In the to field, select end of the month, that is 31st March 2022 here. Enter bill of entry number, date of bill of entry and select port code. Enter narration if you wish to. Press yes and accept. Last transaction would be to record CHA charges, that is customs clearance charges. You can refer to the invoice from the CHA to create this voucher. To create this voucher, let's navigate to Tally. From voucher creation screen, click on purchase, enter supplier invoice number, enter date of the invoice, select party account name. Here I've selected DHL. In the receipt details screen, enter relevant details. Here I've selected not applicable. Accept party details. Select purchase ledger as customs clearance charges. Name of the item would be smartphone iPhone 13. Select tracking number if any. Here I have selected not applicable. Leave the quantity field blank. Enter the amount of customs clearance charges in the amount field. Select end of list. Press enter. Select tax ledger as central GST. GST value is automatically filled. Select state GST. This value is also automatically filled. If you would like to know how to create all these accounts, you may consider watching my earlier video. I'll leave the link in the top right corner. Accept bill-wise details. Enter narration if you wish to. Press yes and accept. Let's now see what is the total input tax credit on both import of goods and CHA charges. ITC on goods would be about 1.69 lakh and input tax credit on CHA charges would be 900. So total ITC would be about 1.7 lakh. Let's see how this would appear in your GSTR3B. GSTR3B is a statement of sales and purchases. To know more about GSTR3B, you may consider watching my earlier video, the link in the top right corner. Let's now view GSTR3B in Tally. From Gateway of Tally, select Display More Reports, Statutory Reports, GST Reports, GSTR3B. Click on Period and select the period. Here I have selected March 2022. Scroll down to Eligible ITC. This is the total input tax credit on the transactions that we have accounted so far. IGST paid on import of goods would appear under import of goods, that is 1,69,344, and GST paid on CHA charges would appear under all other ITC. We have now reached the last part of the video, that is to compute cost of goods imported. First, let's compute the cost per phone and see if this matches with the cost in Tally. Basic value of iPhones would be 7.71 lakh. Total customs duty paid is about 3.39 lakh and customs clearance charges are 5,900. So total of this would be about 11.16 lakh. Let's reduce input tax credit from this, that is 1.7 lakh. So the net value would be about 9.45 lakh. Quantity here is 10 numbers. So cost per phone would be about 94k. Let's now see what is the cost that is automatically computed in Tally. From main screen of Tally, select stock summary. This is the rate per phone that is automatically computed on the basis of transactions that we have created so far. If you enjoyed this episode, you may like the video. You may spread knowledge by sharing this video with others. Thank you for watching.